Hi everyone, it's Hayes, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to start a Miraculous channel. I don't particularly think I'm all that qualified to do this video since I am still a very small channel in regards to both Miraculous and just YouTube in general. However, the past 2 weeks I've had like a massive huge growth on my channel, and I've had a couple of people ask me for this, and all the comments asking that have got quite a few likes, so I guess that's something you definitely want to see. I think the questions I've been asked so far were more about video editing, not necessarily related to Miraculous. So even though I've only really been like a dedicated Miraculous channel in like the past 2 weeks, I've been making YouTube videos for over a year now. I started my channel in last February, so it's literally been a year and 1 month. So I have other content on my channel, like writing content, PhD content, some makeup content, things like that, and I'm actually going to be moving those over to another channel just because I don't think this is going to be the place for it. So I'm going to be changing the name of this channel probably just to Hayes, and then the name of this channel, Hazel Clark, will be the name of that one because I still want to make those videos. But the people who like those aren't interested in these videos, and I'm pretty sure the majority of people who are interested in these videos aren't interested in those videos. So I'm gonna separate them, so this is gonna be the Miraculous channel. So like I said, I've been doing this for over a year now, so I guess I'll just talk you through what I do to make my videos, both face videos and my recent voiceover videos. So most of this isn't going to be about Miraculous, it's more of how to make videos. That's what this video is going to be about. But in terms of making a Miraculous channel specifically, in order to make videos about Miraculous Ladybug, and interest in Miraculous Ladybug is, you know, key. You kind of need to like the show, to be honest. In my opinion, there's not really much point in having an entire channel dedicated to Miraculous Ladybug if you don't really like the show, even though there are some channels that literally exist with the sole purpose of being negative about the show. And I'm not saying the show is perfect, it's definitely not. I've been critical of it too, but there's definitely a difference between like constructive criticism and people just being outright negative and hating on it without being constructive about it. So another point concerned directly with Miraculous is you also need to know the show really well. So I have seen the entire show all the way through from beginning to end, including the New York special, 5 times. And there are probably people out there who've watched it more than that. And I don't watch it just for the purpose of this channel, I do watch it because I genuinely enjoy Miraculous, and because the episodes are so short when I take a break from doing my PhD work. Hey, if you didn't know, I'm a PhD student. They're really short episodes I can quickly consume, and I also get a lot of fun and enjoyment out of them. A PhD can be pretty stressful. In addition to that, I also read a lot of Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction, and I also write a lot of Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction. And one of those fanfictions, I essentially take a load of the episode from season 1 and season 2 and rewrite it. So I do know the show pretty well, but there's still definitely some things I get wrong, like in the video I did the other day about the Furious Fu commentary. I talked about how like Marinette at the end of the show, like the very end, she's probably gonna lose her memory because she's gonna give up the miracle box, and at that point she's gonna forget everyone. But then a couple of people in the comments were like, well, Marinette keeps a diary where she talks about being Ladybug in it, and I was like, yep, of course, completely forgot. Also, at the end of Furious Fu, Ladybug gives Master Fu that charm so he'd be protected, and in one of the first screenshots released, it shows Zoe, the new Queen Bee, handing Chloe a similar charm, and it just went completely over my head. I just didn't notice it. So I'm not an expert by any means, but I do know it pretty well, and if you want to make a channel about it, you also need to know it pretty well as well. But it's fine to get things wrong. So in terms of filming, I film on a Canon camera. However, this is actually my mum's camera, not mine, because cameras can be really expensive. So if you're just starting out, most people have a phone. Phones are pretty decent cameras, as in the back camera, not the front camera. The front cameras aren't usually that good, the back camera is usually better for filming. I've used it in some of my videos before. The back camera is better, so the only thing I would suggest you invest in at like the starting point of your channel would be a little tripod for your phone. And I was looking the other night on Amazon and they are literally like £10–11, so it's less than $15 because my analytics say most of you are American. So they're not super expensive, and if you're quite a bit younger than me, I think it's quite something easy to be able to save up for. Speaking of money though, if you don't know about YouTube, because not everyone knows, in order to get your channel monetized, you need within 1 year, so it doesn't have to be the first year your channel's up, just any year, you need 1,000 subscribers, and you also need 4,000 hours of watch time. So you could literally get monetized with 2 or 3 videos, but I think for most people it tends to take a couple of years in order to start making money. So I am not doing YouTube for money. Of course money is nice, I don't earn any money from it. I have 220 something subscribers as of filming this, so I don't have the 1,000 yet, so I can't be monetized. So I started it for 2 reasons. First of all, I love Miraculous Ladybug and I wanted to talk to people about it. I only really have 2 friends who like it, and one of them is just about as interested in it as I am, so pretty interested. Then I have another friend, they only really like to watch the show in French, so they wait ages for the French dub to come out. They won't watch it in any other language because they said Plag's annoying in English. Okay, so I think they've only actually watched all of season 1 and parts of season 2, so I can't really talk to them loads about it. They were actually the one who got me the Chat Noir pop vinyl. I think they got it me for my 21st birthday, so I'm 24 now, so I've had him for 3 years. So part of the reason why I started this channel was so I could talk to people about it, because I genuinely love Miraculous Ladybug. And the other reason I started my channel was to help me be more confident and also more articulate with how I talk. So I have anxiety, so I'm a very anxious person. I am also autistic, so that plays into it as well. However, like I said, I am a PhD student, and if you didn't know, when you do a PhD, so you submit your written thesis, which is about 80,000 words long, and then after a few months you get called in for something called the Viva Voce, or the Viva Voce, I'm not actually sure how to say it. And it's essentially like Latin for the oral defence. So your thesis is your written defence, where you defend your ideas and your hypothesis and the conclusions you've reached, and then you have to go and defend it to a panel of people, and then they decide if you pass or fail. So obviously making YouTube videos is not going to be the same as my Viva in 1.5 years, 2 years, I'm not sure when it'll be. A lot of them have been pushed back because of the pandemic, but it's just to help with my confidence and my articulation, because honestly I trip over my words so much. Like, a lot of the videos I will record for like an hour long, and I can often edit it down to just only being 20 minutes long because of the sheer amount of mistakes I make. So anyway, back to like how to film your videos. I guess there are like 3 different ways to make the videos. You can do like a face camera like this. You could do like the cartoon avatar animation. If you know, you probably do, because they're the most like popular Miraculous channel, Cartoon Apocalypse. I know they do some face videos, but they also do some like cartoon avatar videos. I don't know how to do it, so I can't give you any advice on it. I'm sure you can find videos about it though. However, I have recently started doing voiceover stuff, and that's mainly for the screenshots and trailers that have been coming out, just because I don't always have the time to sit down like this. If it's like a longer video, when I did the commentary on Furious Fu and stuff like that, I will get ready and sit down, but I can't always be bothered to do that. Like I said, my channel isn't monetized, so unfortunately this isn't my priority. My PhD is my priority, not this. However, I am able to record a quick voiceover, and I don't have a fancy expensive microphone. I use my phone headphones. So I have an iPhone, I think this is an iPhone 7, so it's definitely not the newest model. I've had this for maybe like 2.5 years now. It's probably coming up to me getting a new one actually. I've had it for a while now. And on the headphones you get with iPhones, they come with like a little microphone. It's for when you're listening to music, someone rings you, you can talk to them without having to take the headphones out and disconnect them, stuff like that. So if you put the headphones into your phone and you go on the voice memos app, you can record a little voiceover. So that's what I usually do for it. So for the voiceovers, I write a script. And I don't usually do a script for the face videos. I usually write some notes like I have done now, but I don't do a full-on script. So I took a screen recording yesterday of me writing the script for the screenshot released of Nuru and Dusu. So as you can see, I have the notes app up along with the screenshot. So I took the screenshot on Twitter and then sent it to myself on my laptop, and I'm typing out what I'm going to say. There wasn't a whole lot going on in the screenshot, so I didn't really have to take much time to think about it. And I'll also get other photos I'll use for the video, like the window in Hawkmoss Lair, to show like, yep, that's in the same place, and we can see it because we've seen it before. Also, please excuse the sheer amount of spelling mistakes I make. Even though I'm a published author, I am notoriously bad at spelling, but I'm the only one who usually sees this, so it doesn't have to be correct, and I usually like abbreviate a lot. So MLB is Miraculous Ladybug, S for Season 4, SS Screenshot, Mirror is Miraculous, G, Gabriel. So my other ones I've had A, which is Adrian, M, Marinette, because she's got such a long name, I'm not typing that out, LB, Ladybug, CN, Chantor, HM, QB, so on and so forth. As long as I can read it, it's fine. So that's how I record the voiceover. When I'm done, I press stop on my phone, send it to myself, and then put it in the editor. So I think that's pretty much everything for filming. Oh, and lighting. I just use my window. I don't have like a fancy studio. This is my bedroom. I'm sat in my bedroom, and for the light I just use a window. So that's why the lighting kind of changes during the video. It gets slightly dark, then it gets a bit lighter depending on how the clouds move. It's gone a bit dark right now because it's gone a bit cloudy. I can see behind me in the viewfinder that it looks slightly dark behind me, but there's not much I can do about the weather. The only thing about not having lighting is that I always have to film in the morning, because in the afternoons it's too bright to be able to film. I can't do it in the afternoons. So just back to that script quickly, I don't stick to it 100%. If you watched that video the other day of the Jusu and Neuro screenshot, I kind of added a few things here and there as I was recording myself, because I just thought of things as it went on. So I think I started talking about Volpina at one point, and as you can see there's no Volpina mention in the script, so it's fine to kind of go off key a bit, but generally for the voiceovers I stick pretty close to the script. When I write the scripts as well, I usually try and get all the photos I need. So for the screenshot, it's just obviously the screenshot itself, and then any additional screenshots I might need. So for some of them I don't need it at all, it's just the screenshot that was released. But yesterday I had the window in Hawkmoss Lair plus Shadow Moth as well, because I mentioned him quite a bit, so I got those ready for it as well. For the trailers, I will watch it once for my own enjoyment, because at the end of the day I am still a fan of Miraculous. The same with Furious Fu the other day. The first time I watched Furious Fu, I just watched it for my own enjoyment, and then I watched it a couple more times to take notes on it and then to take screenshots for the video. So I do the same with the trailer. Watch it once for my own enjoyment. I'll go back over it, slow it down so I can watch everything frame for frame, see if there's anything different going on or slightly weird that I can maybe talk about in the video. Usually for the trailers I don't talk about absolutely everything that happens, just because not everything in the trailer is always super interesting. But yeah, that's what I usually do. I'll take the screenshots of everything and then grab any additional photos if I need them. So when I've done all of that, I will transfer everything to my laptop, whether it's a voiceover or a face video, and I will load up my video editor. And I use Wondershare Filmora. It's probably the cheapest video editing software out there, but before you buy it, I would check on the computer you have there isn't already video editing software on it, because a lot of computers these days come with it. How good it's going to be, I don't know. There is one, so I have an Apple Mac. There is a video editing software with it, but it's not the best, and it's also really hard to use. So Wondershare was a good investment for me. It's not that expensive, I believe, and you can download a free trial for it without paying. And I do believe the free trial as well, it's the only disadvantage of the free trial, is that when you export the video, it comes with a watermark on it. So maybe you could just try it to see like ease of use or something. And I will link a couple of videos down below that I used when I started video editing. It's pretty straightforward, and the only thing you need to know how to do is import all your files, make sure they go in the right rows, how to adjust the audio, how to cut clips, how to delete clips if you don't want them in, then how to export the video. And when you export it, select the MP4 format, because apparently that's like the best format for uploading to YouTube. So all my videos are in MP4 format. Whatever that actually means, because I don't know. I just do what it tells me to. The only other thing I have for the video is music. So I don't use music in the voiceovers because it's just my voice. But for these ones I have music, and I get the music from, it's called Thematic, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's actually a company run by a beauty guru called Michelle Phan. She's kind of like an OG beauty guru. She's not as popular as she once was, but she's definitely someone I watched when I was growing up, so that's how I heard about it. If you're interested in makeup, she owns and runs M Cosmetics as her brand, and she also used to, or still has, I'm not sure, like a subscription monthly box thing called Ipsy, where they send you like samples of makeup every single month and you pay for it, so you could try different brands and different products, stuff like that. So she has this website called Thematic, I will link it down below, and you essentially get music for free for your YouTube videos, so it doesn't get a copyright strike on it. I know in the YouTube music library they also have, on like when you go on your dashboard, when you log into your account on the Creator Studio, they have music you can download from there. But on Thematic there's so much more to choose from. However, it will get flagged as copyright if you haven't linked your channel to it. So all YouTube accounts are linked to a Gmail account, so sign up for Thematic with the Gmail account for that YouTube account. So I have 3 Gmail accounts, but the only one linked to Thematic is the one I use for this channel. I don't have it linked to the other 2 accounts. So it has to be for the account that's connected to the YouTube channel. And you also have to, in the description box, put the name of the song and stuff. It'll give you more information on the website, but if you scroll down to the bottom of this description box, it will tell you the song that's playing. But there's loads and loads to pick from, so if you don't like what you're currently listening to, I'm sure you can find something on the website that you will. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, I think. Like I said, I'm not an expert at editing videos. My videos are very simply done. I don't really do like special effects or things like that because I don't know how to do it. My videos are like the bare the bare basics. I only learned 2 weeks ago how to crop photos in the video editor. So yeah, I'm definitely not the best at it, but I would say if you're just nervous about starting a channel, I would try and do a couple of like false starts where you just film yourself or just do a voiceover without the goal of uploading it, just to see what it's like, and you're going to delete it later. I would do that, to be honest. I didn't do that, so you can go and watch my painfully awkward first video. I will leave a link to it because I obviously hate myself. It's called How to Apply for a PhD, and you can see how awkward I was. But the best advice I can give you for starting a YouTube channel is you just have to do it. I know it's nervous, and I know listening to the sound of your own voice over and over again as you edit isn't the best either. I definitely don't like the sound of my own voice. I've obviously gotten used to it with the more I edit. I still hate it. Another tip is that I try not to check comments when I'm in a bad mood, because if someone leaves something negative it can make me really sad and upset, and I then run the risk of also responding to it and kind of being rude back to them, so I try not to do that. However, as it goes, I haven't really yet got that many negative comments. Generally people just leave a dislike on the video and then they leave. They don't care about me enough to actually verbalise why they dislike the video. I've only had really one person be kind of rude to me, and it wasn't on a Miraculous video. It was quite a while ago now. So I guess I'm just really lucky that no one's called me ugly or fat yet. So I just feel if you're a girl on the internet, I guess I'm a woman, I'm 24, it's definitely more likely to happen to you. So I've been making videos for over a year now, and it hasn't happened yet. And now I'll probably get them rolling in after this video. And also my last tip is to have more than one YouTube account. So like I said before, I have 3 Gmail accounts. One of those Gmail accounts does not have a YouTube attached to it. The other 2 do. So one Gmail account is for this channel, and the other Gmail account, I guess it technically has a channel as well, but I've never posted anything on there. I don't have any subscribers. I use it for like my leisure channel essentially, so it's where I'm subscribed to people, it's where all my liked videos are and my watch later. And the reason I did that is to help with my anxiety. I always kind of get a bit anxious about how many comments there are, how many likes there are, how the video has been received, and if when I immediately go onto YouTube that's the first thing I see, it's just going to start making me really anxious. So when I go onto YouTube, my default account is the first one I started with all my subscriptions on, so I don't have to see that. So I only come on this channel when I want to, and YouTube makes it really, really easy for you to switch back and forth between accounts. It's really simple, so I don't have to log in and log out all the time. So yeah, I think that was all of the tips I have. Let me know if I didn't go over something more clearly for you. Honestly, if you want to make YouTube videos, as scary and as anxious as it is, believe me, I know, you just have to bite the bullet and do it. No matter how embarrassing it is at the start, because it is definitely kind of embarrassing at the start, but you just have to do it. So that was all for today, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!